are obtained from microorganism. The slide shows making use of enzyme in following products. Number one, biological washing powders in food industry, for example, pectinase and lactase, and in the production of antibiotic penicillin. We obtain many enzymes from microorganisms. Students, many different enzymes are used in industrial level, and most of them are obtained from microorganism. The slide shows making use of enzyme in following products. Number one, biological washing powders in food industry, for example, pectinase and lactase, and in the production of antibiotic penicillin. We obtain many enzymes from microorganisms, like for example bacteria, microscopic fungi such as yeast. These microorganisms are grown inside of fermenters under controlled conditions. So what conditions they need to grow and reproduce? Just see the next slide. Following are the conditions need to grow microorganisms in fermenter, and it includes oxygen supply, nutrient supply, suitable pH and suitable temperature. The diagram on the right showed the setup of the fermenter, how the process of fermentation is actually carried out in industrial level. Biological washing powder and detergents contain enzyme to remove organic stain, which cannot be removed by regular detergents as they are not soluble in water. Like for example, greasy stain can be digested by using biological washing powder with the help of lipase enzyme. And protein stain, like for example eggs and blood, can be digested by protease enzyme. The end product of digestion of fat and protein are colorless and soluble in water, so they are washed away easily. But one thing, keep that in your mind, the biological washing powder should be used with warm water, that is 30 degrees centigrade, in order to activate the enzyme, because high temperature or boiling water may denature the enzyme which is found in the biological washing powders. Fruits such as apple and orange contain a lot of pectin, which is a substance which sticks plant cells together. So in industrial level, fruit juices are extracted using pectinase. It breaks down pectin and is much easier to squeeze juice from the fruit. It also makes the juice clearer rather than cloudy. Another example is isomerase, which is used in biscuit, which convert glucose to fructose, which is sweeter, so less need to be used in slimmer biscuit. Protease enzyme is used to make gluten soften and making the roller of biscuit easier. As you already studied in bread making, that gluten is actually found in the flour and it is a form of protein. So that's why protease enzyme is used to convert this protein into smaller molecule, so that the making of roller biscuit become easier. Another example of making use of enzyme which is taken from microorganism is lactase. Lactase is an enzyme that breaks down lactose, the sugar usually found in milk. The given slide shows the breaking down of lactose in human body. Lactose is a disaccharide sugar and it's converted into monosaccharide sugar, that is galactose and glucose sugar, with the help of lactase enzyme. And these are simple sugars, so they can easily absorbed into the bloodstream in the small intestine. All human babies produce lactase in their digestive systems, which help them to digest the lactose. But some people stop making lactase when they are adults. They are unable to digest the lactose. They may feel ill if they take milk products such as cheese or cream. So for that matter, lactose-free milk can be made simply by adding the enzyme lactase to the milk. Adding lactase to the milk will break down lactose into glucose, sugar, and galactose, making it easier for people with lactase deficiency to digest it. So let's discuss about antibiotic penicillin. It is made by a fungus known as Penicillium. Penicillin is an antibiotic which kills bacteria without harming human cells. We take antibiotics to help cure bacterial infections. The given slide shows how the fungus Penicillium makes penicillin. The antibiotic penicillin is made by cultivating the fungus in a fermenter. Then the fermenter is kept at correct pH and temperature for the enzyme of the fungus to work well. Its enzyme convert a substrate to a desired product. After 15 to 24 hours, the fungus just grow. Then it begins to secrete the penicillin, which is collected from the liquid part of the culture. The rate at which Penicillium produce penicillin is depend on how much sugar is available. If there is no sugar at all, so no penicillin is produced. If a lot of sugar is there, so not much penicillin is also produced. So a small amount of sugar have to be fed into the fermenter all the time that the fungus is producing penicillin. The picture on the left, it shows the fermenter used for producing penicillin. This diagram is available in your textbook. You can easily go through there. The detailed structure of fermenter I will explain in the next slide. The given slide shows a fermenter used for producing penicillin, and it consists of following parts. Number one, this is inlet for nutrients and microorganism. Nutrients are usually carbohydrates and amino acid. This is water cooled jacket for heating, cooling water out, and for heating, cooling water in order to control the temperature. This is stirrer to keep the microorganism, nutrients and temperature evenly distributed. This inlet for sterile air supply to avoid contamination. And this is for temperature and pH probes to monitor the mixture, because if temperature and pH changes, so it affects the production of penicillin. And this inlet is for the product when fermentation is complete, so culture is removed afterwards. I hope the parts of a fermenter is clear to you very well. At the end, you are able to understand bacteria are used in biotechnology and genetic engineering. Yeast is used to make ethanol and bread. The use of pectinase and other enzymes in industry, and synthesis of penicillin antibiotic. Thank you so much. Take care. Bye bye.